Hey guys, Palmerater here, and making you guys a video here. And before I get talking about what I want to talk about, let me just say some few things about the game. This is really old gameplay, and I don't remember what happens at all. I just remember that I go on a really nice kill streak. I think I'm on like a 30 something kill streak, and it was like one below my highest ever, or was my highest ever. And yeah, it was pretty good without using a chopper gunner, which was nice. And yeah, what I want to talk about today is when I made my IRL video, I mistakenly said the word religion, and so now everyone wants to know what I believe. And I mean, I guess it's fun to talk about. So I guess I'm gonna have to start off by saying this. I said this in my IRL video, but I'm not Christian. I'm not Catholic. I don't have I don't belong to a religion. I guess the closest thing you can call me is an atheist, because I don't believe in a controlling power. And I don't know, my way of thinking is a lot less based on faith, more on science. And I'm not a Scientologist or anything crazy like that. I look at us as a advanced our animal. We're animals. Our brains are just an extension of an animal. We are nothing more. Like, we don't have a power that only cares about us and doesn't care about animals. If there were a power, it would treat equally to everything around us, including I don't know, dogs, cats, termites, and rats. It's not going to distinguish the power, if there is a power, if you want to say that. Wouldn't distinguish between humans just because they have the ability, the advanced capability to be able to worship a being, and rats aren't able to worship because they're not as complex as us. So that being said, this isn't really necessarily like a religion of any sort. Basically, my religion is that we die. We are here to repopulate. Our goal is, the meaning of life is the same as any other organism, and I mean it kind of makes us seem less what's the word? It makes us seem I don't know, not very high. It doesn't put us on a higher pedestal than the rest of animals and the rest of living organisms. And I mean that's kind of completely against like the whole Christian value, and against the whole, like, you know, Greek philosophers on how humans are like perfect and all that stuff. But my basic understanding of it all is that we just, you know, certain animals adapt in certain ways. Cheetahs adapted to be really fast. Elephants adapted to be really big. Fish adapted to swim. We adapted to be able to overcome situations with our complex brains, our problem solving that we have. And along with that problem solving came the question of what's the meaning of life, how do we get here, and all of that stuff. All of that, those questions aren't. They're way simpler than we make them. I mean, maybe not the how we got here, but in my opinion, here is basically the. This is my philosophy, I guess. This is less religion, or my theory, I guess, on like the beginning of time and all that stuff. And it's a little different than everyone else's. So if you think about it, in life, in our lifetime, all we know is beginning and end. We know life, we know death, we know nothing more, we know nothing less. That's all that we know. Everything in our life revolves around a beginning and an end. There's the beginning of this match I'm playing, and there's the end of this Call of Duty match that I'm playing. There's the beginning of school, and then there is the end of school. And there's beginning of life and end of life, like I said. And everything we know has beginning and end. So, therefore, we have no understanding of continual time, where time never began and time never started and never will stop. And that's kind of like a crazy idea for most people to comprehend. And I mean, it's nothing that I can just like, oh yeah, I'm right, duh. I mean, but it's like I said, it's just a theory. And for my theory to be correct, there has to be you have to believe. So it has to be correct to you, because I don't think there's ever going to be a way to prove one theory over another. But it has to be, for it to be believable by you. You have to be able to understand or believe that time will go on forever. And if time will go on forever, then I don't believe it's impossible to believe it goes in the opposite direction forever. A line is forever in both directions. In time, I look at it as a line, not as a ray where it has one starting point and it continues in one way direction, because everything to the left of that dot, there is continual space, and there's you can't have a start to something that you can't have a start of matter. There's no, you can't create and you cannot destroy matter, which means matter has always existed. Okay, that's really complicated idea, and so here's something cool believing what I believe is a cool concept actually, but it once again it really makes us feel insignificant. Everything that we do right now, me standing here talking to you guys, is possible, and what I mean by possible is means that what's happening right now is possible at another time. Whether I did this commentary today or I did it tomorrow, it is possible. I probably wouldn't have done the same way. But if I did this commentary, there's no number to describe infinity. So if I just did this for the rest of my life, there was one, not my rest of my life, rest of eternity, rest of time, then this commentary would be exactly the same pitch, the same word choice, the same gameplay, and like I said, it would just continue on forever. And that means that in the future, after my death, there's going to be someone that's exactly like me. Same hair, same clothes, even same DNA. DNA is just a string of chemical bonds, different chemical. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it's pretty much like a number sequence to simplify it, and that number will be repeatable. If someone's typing on forever, pressing random buttons on a keyboard, and for the rest of the time, it's gonna write the Bible at one point, and every word for word, it's gonna write the Bible. It's gonna write every book that's ever been written and ever will be written, because it's just the chance that it's possible. If it's possible, it will happen, and it will continue to happen, and it has already happened because time has happened for over and over and over again. There's no beginning and there's no end, which means that time itself will repeat itself, and it's not because time repeats itself over and over. It's because the chance of everything happening, it will happen because it's happened before, which means it's possible, and it's going to happen. There's so many different circumstances that it's going to continue to happen. And I mean, I know that's kind of like a major idea to explain, and it's especially hard to explain. That last part, I only tried to explain it for 2 minutes, and I mean, I had to stop the video here because it's running out of time. But guys, I know it's an insane idea, and that's kind of why I was kind of iffy to make a commentary about it, because it's kind of so difficult to explain and so difficult to comprehend. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like it, and leave a comment. Tell me what you believe, or if you're just a regular Christian. And one more thing, if you guys would want me to do something like a series on a bunch of different like abstract thinkings and like theories and stuff, because I'm kind of into that kind of stuff, just let me know. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. It's a little different, but that's it. Palmerater signing off. Peace.